Finally, the crowd's noise began to subside, but not completely. There was now that frenzied undertone he remembered hearing from the medium at other races. This was what they had come for. The announcer knew it and moved them expertly. "Our first racer," he said, before they could begin their chant again, "is Sadakichi Muramoto from Tokyo. He is 25 years old and works in Shop 13. The announcer went on, using the computer-organized biography. By the time he had finished, John felt he knew the man from Tokyo. No, felt he was the man from Tokyo. Then it was time for the first race. Sadakichi climbed into his car, a red one, and was pushed the few feet to the starting line. An official stood by a button with his hand raised. There was, as everyone knew, no controlling the speed. It was 60 miles an hour, calculated to round the track in 2 minutes, if the driver could avoid the gates. The gates would rise, as the computer determined, at various places along the 5 lanes. At that speed, it was unrealistic to try to avoid them. Indeed, by the time the car reached one, it might well have snapped back into the track. It was all simply a matter of chance. There was no controlling one's fate on the track, yet almost every driver tried. Muramoto got almost a mile, weaving from lane to lane before a gate rose in front of him. He swerved to avoid it and ran into another, which had risen where a moment before no gate had been. The gate he had swerved to avoid was already back in place by the time his car impacted. The car crumpled, as it was designed to do, like an accordion. "Oh!" breathed the crowd as one. Then individual shouts of, "Oh, no!" and "He's hit it!" All around him people were crying, and John felt tears again in his own eyes. It was difficult to remember from year to year what it was like. The easy pills probably prevented that, but this was it all right, and much stronger than what you got through the medium. His head throbbed with the wine as he let his emotions be purged with the others. "He was such a promising young man," a woman near him moaned. "Why couldn't he make it?" She was comforted by a man sitting next to her. "It's all right," he said sadly. "You know they have to try." "But you can't beat the gates," she said. "The champion did," the man said, without much conviction. The crane moved smoothly to the place on the track where the car had struck and lifted it. The gate snapped back into place unharmed, and the crane deposited crumpled car and driver into a vehicle, waiting on the infield. There would be a collective burial of drivers in their cars after the race. "Our next racer," said the announcer, his own voice full of emotion, "is a man from..."